Hello, how are you doing? Random pop-up live, as always. It's gonna be interesting because I had some stuff to say, and I don't mind saying it. Just kidding. I'm just gonna hang out with my tree here. Hope you're all doing all right. Say hello. Hi, Roland. How are ya? I did solve some other issues I had. Um, the sound thing is not one of them, but Jessica had asked me if I was gonna go live, and I told her I wasn't. And then I decided to go live because she planted the seed in my head, and I was gonna do a video uh, on the topic I'd like to speak on, and therefore I said, why not go live instead? I was finding I'm in the computer in the house for this live, and I had a boatload of issues in here with feedback from the camera. Oh, it was just a mess. So I figured it out though. How's your morning, Mr. Roland? I suppose I could make an appearance. I have appeared. Hope your evening's going well. Morning. Yeah, it's your daytime. I'm and thank you for the video, by the way. Uh I'm gonna take that video, put it in OBS, loop it, and record about 30 minutes of it, and then play that in the evenings when I'm trying to fall asleep and cannot. I love the sound of water. That gentleman never got back to you about that issue. I know you were in. Oh, I didn't bring enough coffee. Hate it when that happens. Let me kill the camera. I'm going to get some coffee. Did that gentleman give you any feedback yet? Oh, we got plenty of coffee now. No, he put out a new video on it? Oh, delicious. All right, I'm back. Or by golly, who else made it in? I know I have my lurkers. I have found, oh, I don't even know how to begin. there are changes coming in my world, and it's all good, of course. But okay, thank you, Roland. I appreciate that. Everything in life is about changes, of course. I guess it's whether or not we accept them and go with that flow. Oh, um, lost my train of thought already. Oh, I'm gonna hold that thought. I did some errands today. I ran a bunch of errands today, and it was really a wonderful day. Oh, you're making coffee, okay? It was really a beautiful day today to be out and about. Uh, Maybe 70 degrees, 72 degrees, but it was a warmer 72 degrees. And I just relaxed and just did whatever I felt like doing. Um, Spent a lot of money today. I was not happy about that as an afterthought, but everything I purchased I needed. So it wasn't a matter of just frivolously spending money. But I tend to not spend money on myself. So I did that today, which is new for me. Um, and yeah, hi Zed. Thank you for lurking. Appreciate you being here. I do have a topic I wish to speak on, but I am trying to figure out, contemplate the best way to speak on it. So I'll just dive in. How about that? I started this journey in 2020 on YouTube. My niche, as you would say, was very different in 2020 than it is now. But that's when the pandemic and all that stuff was going on. So it was just me scrambling because I had never done anything on video. I never liked my picture taken. I never liked being on camera and any videos, etc. Family, doesn't matter what it was, I hated it. So that was a big, huge step for me to step out into the world in that respect. Um, and then around 2022, I just kind of, as things calmed down, I had to get back to life. And so the channel kind of went to the wayside, which is fine. But there was some drama back in 2020, and you know I made a decision. Probably wasn't the best decision I could have made. Maybe I could have done something different, but I didn't. But the bottom line is that was 4 years ago, and it's starting to infiltrate back into 2024 as if it was 4 years ago. Again, that's fine. I don't live in the past. I try when I get up every day to be a better person than I was the day before. And tomorrow I'm going to get up and hopefully be a better person than I was today. Um, so I know I'm a better person than I was 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 20 years ago, 40 years ago. But I think it's human nature that people tend to live in the past. They don't see anything but certain things that they see. Hi, Mark. How are you? Having said that, that's creeping back up, and that's okay. I'm okay with it. But and it's not going to stop me from doing what I want to do on YouTube. So I'm making changes. Most of my followers will have no idea what they are. I'm going to continue to do a video once a week, and this will probably be the last live stream for a while. And that's because, yeah, not disclosing why. But that's just the way it goes. I I'm finding a lot of things that I didn't like in 20, 21, and 22 that I didn't like then, is still the same now. Even if you're in a different community, you still run up against the same drama, the same BS. It's the the same games. I think it's funny. I mean, I don't take all this that seriously, so I'm not taking it personally. I don't take anything personally anymore, but because I just don't care, I can just walk off and do something else. It's not a matter of whether or not uh, it's not a matter of whether or not I lost my train of thought. Gone. But I guess I have to say that people, YouTubers, channels, and there's nobody specific, by the way. I'm not picking on anybody. Um, it's not who I'm hanging out with, Zed. Uh, you get into different communities, Ed, and there's people in those communities, and you check out those communities, and you just find people. Like Mark the Spider Guy. What a cool channel he has. I despise spiders, okay? But in a sense that I don't want one in my home as my pet. But some of the stuff he does is cool as all get go. I love watching his videos because the spider's at his house, wherever he might live. It's not a pet in my home. But I'm getting sidetracked. But the thing is, you jump in you find all these different communities, and it's more of I understand it. It's what you can do for me, not what I can do for you. Because they want to grow, they want to get monetized, they need hours, all this stuff and all that pressure. And so, yeah, 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 subscribe to me. But you know, when you support other YouTube channels, it's a mutual thing. And not I had, it's not that I would think that people are just gonna like follow me like a groupie. Um, but throw me a bone. You know, I'm dedicated to the people I subscribe to. I make it a point to watch a video. Can I watch all your videos? No. Like Mark, sometimes I just get into your live stream and hang out with you there. That's supporting your channel too. But we can't be everywhere. We know that. Everybody knows that. But you got the favoritism thing going on. You got, channels supporting channels that are already successful. Channels supporting channels that are already monetized. And here's all these followers, unmonetized channels going, but it's just funny. Carl, good to see you. Thank you. Appreciate you coming in. And I think what a lot of people, especially new channels, don't realize, up you go. Get up there. Go on. Dog duty, sorry. What the young channels don't realize is when they attach themselves to these channels that are monetized already and give them attention, they have this, and it's normal. They have this idea that maybe they're going to help them grow, and they lead you to think that, but that's not the case. I mean, if you spend hours upon hours upon hours in different live streams, how on earth are you going to grow if you're not taking care of your channel? Have I ever really listened to your live streams? It all depends, Zed. I do recall spending several hours watching you pour brass. So, yeah. And pour brass, molten brass. Uh, the cooking ones, not so much. Nothing personal. But you have such a variety that I can just watch certain things and not others. So, yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So, a lot of that, me pulling away now is not because of me. I'm having a hard time watching these people go through that because I have a big heart. I don't want to see them get hurt because they're just setting them, they're being set up for disappointment. Um, and it saddens me to see that. And the lurkers that are here, um, they know exactly what I'm talking about. I've had some things follow me from 2020 until now, and rightfully so, I would suppose. But Amy from 2020 is not the same Amy as today. Hello, Bud Files. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you stopping in. And that's too bad. Even in people's personal lives, you hold on to things from the past, and it's like, dude, if you're so busy back there, you can't see what's in front of you in the present moment. It really does take away from the present if you're spending a lot of time in the past. Well, and that's the things that I don't care either. That's the whole point. But there's other channels that I see that they have a goal. They really want to move forward with their channels. But and a lot of them think that if you spend a lot of time in these well-known channels, um, that's going to somehow help them. But how many hours in a day do you have? Because the more you spend time uh, in live streams of other people's channels, are you growing yours? Are you making your own content? Are you doing your own lives? All that stuff. And it's just kind of funny. I did it though. I'm not making fun of anybody that's doing that. I did it. It's just so easy to get caught up in that. Oh, nice. I hope you did a video or something, guys. That would be cool to see. Excuse me a moment. My dogs hear me talk and they think I'm talking to somebody. Well, and that's the thing, Jed. It's too easy to do. But did you ever notice, these channels that are already monetized, doing well, they're only supporting each other and they're not supporting the little guys out there. And I'm thinking that's so sad. It's kind of sad, but it's okay. It's their path, not mine. Are you and Bud? Did you guys do a video of your meetup or no? Anyway, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. You're not going to see me as much. Go where, Bud Files? But that's only because I'm going to be doing different projects. And that's the thing, Roland. I don't either. Like I said, 4 years ago I did. But I had this warped sense of what YouTube was all about. And the realities, uh, kicked in pretty quick. So, yeah, Carl, I I see I see some of that in in that community and other communities. I'm not saying everybody's doing this that I know. I mean, we all know the same people. I'm not saying that. I'm not pointing a finger at anybody. I'm just making some of the people aware that are genuinely wanting to grow their channel and not to get distracted by being caught up in other people's channels and taking up all your time doing so, which then takes away from your channel. You can't grow if you're constantly supporting 5 million other channels. That's all. But yeah, Roland, I do my, I do my own thing. I'm not trying to make videos that are high end anything. I just do what I do. Yeah, and that's the key thing, Mark. A lot of times, I mean, there are some channels that don't care for the content. And I'm just being honest. But I still support their channel. I still watch a video, attend a live stream. You know what I mean? I still do it, not because just to support the channel. I mean, that's really the bottom line. So, for example, let me give you an example, like a gaming channel. Oof, I do not like gaming channels at all. But what I'll do, if they throw up a video and they're subscribed to me and supporting me, and that's not a prerequisite, by the way, I then turn on their video and I go do something else. And I'll leave a comment and like the video. I bet it is more difficult in Ireland. That wouldn't surprise me at all. I have noticed a lot of channels from out of the US aren't monetized and they should be. It's kind of strange. Unless they don't want to be. There's no money. I personally think there's no money in YouTube. It's not a good passive income. Yes, Zed, it makes their day. It lets them know that you're supporting them, even if you do it once every 2 weeks. I know what my motivation is this time around, and I've regrouped on that motivation as well. Um, and I can share that with you another time, Roland. I'm not willing to do that right now. Yeah, YouTube is not an income stream. It truly isn't. Um, it's kind of like everything else. 5% of the people are wealthy, and the other 95% are just above poor. So, YouTube is the same thing, and you got millions and millions and millions of channels. And if you look at the numbers, which I don't know what they are, so I'm not going to speak this as truth, I would imagine the percentages are very low on those that can make an income stream out of this, um, to replace a job. I don't mind. Zed, you create pieces and you sell them. That's an income stream. That's something. It's not stable, like neither would mine be. Mine's just a hobby, but I am selling stuff. Why is that, Carl? That's the whole point, Mark. I'm doing a video because I like doing what I'm doing. If the rest of the world thinks it's the lamest video on the face of the earth and they're bored to death, well, then okay. But if you want to support my channel, turn it on and walk away. You don't have to watch it and be bored to death. Oh, Facebook's not, or YouTube's not popular. Really? Well, because it's, yeah, yeah. I mean, I've been doing this revamp channel for about, what is it, August, September, 10 months. And I'm only doing one video a week. And I just started doing live streams more recently now just because I feel like shooting a breeze. And even that's almost too much. I know when winter comes and I don't have as much outside things to do because it's going to, the cold will keep me inside, I'll probably have more desire to do more videos. But I'm also, I'm doing more than just the scroll saw, though. That's the thing. So, but yeah. So you may not see me as often. Um, Only because I just got to do what I got to do. Ooh, boneless buffalo chicken nuggets and cordon bleu. Ah, Zed, I love to cook. I just don't like to cook for live streams. Let me go over here. Hey, remember me? Changed my mind about what? I want to look at your channel again, Carl. Let me find you. Let me look here. Okay. Oh boy. Come on, computer. Phone, actually. All right. I found you, Carl. Oh, okay. I wanted to remind myself of why I don't watch a lot of your videos. And it's not the content, it's that they're so short. Because a couple of them that I watch, it's like, man, that wasn't enough. I'd like to see a whole lot more of what you're putting out there. Hi, Poker Rossi. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Good to see you as always. I somehow knew you'd make an appearance. You're one of my favorite lurkers. So yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I did ask Zed something. Yeah, Zed, I'm not sure I want to do that. I'm doing very good, Poker Rossi. Uh, I um, I experienced a few things during those lives that told me a lot. And again, it doesn't matter what I experienced. It was my experience. So for me to share it, you may not feel the same way, but it might not affect you the same way. But as I experience these things, I'm starting to think to myself, okay, you know, uh, the way I see it is if Amy's not happy with something, then Amy has to do something different, right? Um, well, when it comes to shorter videos, um, when I mention his are short, they're 1 minute. I don't mind. I don't want a marathon like 5 hour videos. I'm thinking, a couple of minutes to give me a good feel for what he's showing in his content. Uh, but I'll do better, Carl. I will make it a point to to watch more of them. But I do stop into your lives though. Anyway, so that's that. I'm not walking away from YouTube. Hi Roger. Good to see you. Exactly, Poker Rossi. I just don't play the game. There really is a YouTube game that goes on, and I don't play. I got caught up in a lot of things, and I allowed a lot of things to happen to me early on in my YouTube life, and I've learned not to place myself in that position anymore, and that's okay. I mean, live and learn. So, you feeling better, Roger? I started watching your video. I don't even know if it was a live stream or not, but I started watching it about the bikes, and I got sidetracked. I got a phone call, so that ended that. I have to get back to it though. Carl, I hope you have a wonderful evening. Sleep well. Take care. Thank you for coming in. I do appreciate you supporting my channel. I truly do. And I hope you stick with it as well. So yeah, life is good actually. But again, like I said earlier when I first came on, I want to be a better person today than I was yesterday. And I want to be a better person tomorrow than I was today. And that's all I can do. I'm not who I was over the last 5 million years that I'm alive. Give me a moment. I have to hack up a hairball. Hairball hacked. I spared you the noise and the visual. So anyway, I just would like to encourage, Carl and other smaller channels, keep at it, but do it with the mindset that you're going to grow eventually. And I don't want to say it in a mean, because this is not being mean. Don't rely on anybody else to help you in the YouTube land. Be gracious for anything that you receive. Any assistance or help that is extended your way, but expect nothing, because you won't be disappointed then. Just take one day at a time. Well, that's the thing, Poker Rossi. I've met a lot of great people in this past year, yourself included, and it's really a neat thing. But I've met a lot of other people too that they put up a facade. This is what you see, but it's really not what you get. So, but I guess that's typical with anything in social media, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, or anywhere else. People can put a persona up and just be what they're going to be. No, others can't write my story. Others used to write my story, Roland. So yes, we are our own authors in life. Don't let others write your story. Yes. So, but it's tough. I don't know about other countries, but here, so many people are conditioned to think that um, their desires and their goals and all the things that they want in life is going to come from outside of them. And that's not the case. It comes from within, it comes from you. So life is what you make it. Nobody else can do it for you. Nobody else can love you the way you can love yourself. So, you know, that applies with everything. That applies with YouTube. It applies with your job. It applies with your family and your friends. It applies to everything. I mean, I'm done. When I say I'm done with the fake crap in my personal life, friendship, family. I'm done. If you can't be real, you can't be part of my life. It's simple as that. So it's easier on YouTube to not be so blunt about it, but I'm doing that now. I'm being blunt about it. If you can't be real, I don't want you part of my life. Now, if somebody thinks I'm talking to them, right, you might want to look in the mirror. I'm not pointing a finger at anybody, and I never have, and I never will. Well, yeah, I know you only have one brain cell rolling. That's why you're fake. You see, there's a correlation there. You know, that one brain cell can't be overloaded with too much. So, yeah, just playing. I, I find that if I have to give something too much thought, I need not to do it. Or if I'm trying to force myself to do something, I need to not do it. Because life should flow. Whether it's making a video or cleaning your house or whatever it is, life should just flow. Mark, I really appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much. I hope you sleep well. Oh, I agree, Roland, but my mindset is not quite there. I agree. Roland says if I have to give something too much thought, I get paid for it. Yeah, I believe that my path in life is my responsibility. My successes, my failures are my responsibility. And the more I fail, the more I appreciate failure. Because without that, you're not going to be able to really enjoy the successes that you do have. It's very different. And I know a lot of people as they get older, some get worse, some get better, some, uh, yeah, it just took me a long time. Zed, I'm in my house, so no, no scrolling tonight. I haven't actually done anything on the saw in the last week. I've been dealing with a lot of technical issues on my laptop. Yes, Roland says life is truly what we make of it, and our history is our teacher, but we have control of what we do today, and that's it right there. And that's the thing. When people, we all know somebody that does this. They constantly remind you of all your past transgressions. I mean, I have one family member that was reminding me of something I screwed up and lied about and all these horrible things when I was 16. And I was reminded of this 5 years ago. It's like, are you on crack? I was 16, but they still see me that way. They can't see me now. And that's the thing. I refuse. I refuse to even entertain anything like that anymore because that is then I can't change a thing. But as long as people are looking at all those things, they're not seeing you in the present moment of who you are right now. They can't, because their mind's too cluttered with all the things that they've held on to. And, it's like a tally, a checklist. We're going to take a checklist of everything, right? Oh, forget it. Just move on. Yeah, I'll give you some more stuff for the list. I might even remind them of things that they might have forgot about that happened 25 years ago. Um, and I'm guilty of it. That's how I know that if I'm so focused on the past and what somebody may or may not have done to me, I can't see that person as they are today. Hi, Jan. How are ya? It's so good to see you. So it's tough. Um, I see that a lot. I don't know if anybody else does in any other country or whatever, but I see it a lot here in the States. And not even people in my circle. Just somebody you might happen to meet, and you can tell by how they speak and what their focus is that they're not living in the present. They're still living in the past. Um, I can't continue to beat myself up over stuff. What the heck? And like Roland said, those were lessons. You know, even the horrible, tragic things that may or may not have happened to me. I don't share anything because that's a story that it's not part of my current narrative. Um, Even that kind of stuff has taught me lessons. So I think I'm on the right path at this point. In fact, I know I am. I don't even have to think about it. All I know is when I make a decision or to do something different, or when I make decisions like that, it's like this weight's lifted off of me. I'm no longer, uh, my mind is just freed up. So I know I'm going down the right road. Um, and many of you will know what that road is soon enough. But at this point, I'm just going to keep moving and doing what I'm doing because I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I never want the woodworking that I'm doing to not be fun. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. It was almost a double header. Wow. Oh, that's very true, Roger. Um, I gave myself the wisdom and peace that I have now. I found it within me. And I looked for it everywhere else for years and years. I looked for that happiness. I looked for that love. I looked for all the things that we have been taught are important or supposed to be important in life. And I finally one day, I mean, it really was literally finally one day I said, you know what? I don't care if nobody likes me, loves me, or anything. I like and love myself. And once I really, truly loved who I was in every aspect, my whole world changed. I started following my gut. Emotionally intelligent people. Well, then why are you connecting with me, Roland? Are Roger, I am at peace with all that is. And even in the midst of challenges or things not going right or whatever, I'm still at peace with that too, because that's all part of the process. I don't like life just when it's going well. Yes, Roger, and when I turned 50 is when I finally figured a lot of stuff out. I wanted to make you laugh, Roland. I have to be honest, Roland. If you would have met me 10 years ago, you would have not had said the same thing. I had to find all that. So, Roger, at 50, a lot of things finally came. I'm 62 now. And sometimes I kick myself. Why didn't I know some of this sooner? But then again, I would not have been receptive to any of the concepts that I have now. I wouldn't have understood it. I would have just said, "Yeah, you're on crack. Don't be talking that mojo, humbo, mumbo jumbo to me." Life is really good. Really good. Even when it's not good, life is good. Because good or bad is just perception. Although, Roger, I know you did have a really crappy week. Flying Arrow, it's been a while. How are you? I have not been to your channel for a bit. Shame on me. I know, Roland. I know we all evolve. I mean, some evolve on their deathbed, right? Didn't do whatever, but even that was meant to be. I hope you're having a nice evening. That's why I say, we never stop growing, we never stop learning. I think that's what happens with a lot of people, whether it's YouTube or just in their personal lives. They think they're all set. Man, I've accomplished everything I set out to accomplish. My channel's this, and like you can sit back and do no more. There's no more to learn. No, there's never. I mean, we never stop learning. We never stop growing. We never stop experiencing new things and maybe having new desires because of it. So all the goals that you met and all the things that you achieved and that you think you've made it, were made it to where? I don't want to ever get stuck like that. And that's been a part of my personality all my life is I'm never satisfied. And I don't mean never satisfied, but I know always know there's more. Thank you, Zed. Appreciate you doing that. I am a bad supporter of Flying Arrow. It's just the way, you're subscribed to 5 million people and you can't get to them all. But I'm writing it down so I don't forget. I do make it a point to visit the channels that come in. You'll like Flying Arrow, Jan. They do some cool stuff. Excuse me. I mean, yeah, I haven't seen you here with my stuff either, so I get it. It's like I do make it a point though when I see new people that I haven't seen in a while, and then of course I haven't been to their channels either. I do make it a point though to make sure I put you on the list of who I need to see next because you know we tend to gravitate to the ones that, oh my gosh, I got a problem with my knee. Sorry. Oh, okay, I'm over it. Squirrel, how are you? Thank you so much for coming in. Masha, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Oh, sorry, I'm standing up for a minute, so the camera's going to be off. Otherwise, you'll be looking at my waist. Ooh. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're doing well, Squirrel. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate me being here, Masha. The squirrely dude. I love magnet fishing. There's several channels I watch that squirrels including squirrels, that are, you know, big channels that would never give me the time of day, but I love watching it. I'm doing fabulous. Everybody's fabulous. Life is good. Oh, okay. I sat too long yesterday, and so my body's telling me today that you can't be doing that too much more. Um, I was in a live stream last night for 3 hours, and then because they're good friends of mine, we were still in the live stream after it went down for another 2 hours. And unfortunately, I was sitting most of that time, and my body does not like that at all. I need to move. Yes, absolutely. Thank you for putting the link in, Poker. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, Roland, it was fun. You're not kidding. I had a great time. Um, and that's why um, that's why I like that channel. It's just you're free to be you, be up on the panel and just have a blast. And I don't always get up on the panel for that channel, but you know, it's I'm not gonna say what the channel is. If I see the channel pop in, I will absolutely tell you what the channel is. But it's an excellent support network. It's an excellent network of friends from all over the world. Roland being one of them. He's in Australia. Uh, Canada is represented. The U.S. is represented. Who else? That's it, pretty much. No, yeah, I know. I know. Well, it's free to be yourself, and it's not that I'm not free to be myself on anyone, you know, anywhere else. Annie, how are you? Let it go, Annie. Let it go. Because you can be angry all you want. It doesn't affect Amazon at all. It only affects you. Take a deep breath and say F you and put a smile on your face, darling. Because companies like that don't care. I suppose I should make an appearance again, huh? Peekaboo! I'm back. Got circles under my eyes. I didn't sleep well last night. Mountain Bushcraft Alliance does a great show playing the guitar for a couple of hours called SSS or Shine Shed Sessions. Wow, that's a lot. Say that fast 3 times, and I'm not going to, by the way, because I know what'll happen if I try it. Yeah, I like I like a lot of the music channels, the ones that I'm not as fond of karaoke though. Depending on the channel. Back in 2020, there was a karaoke channel. No, a channel that did karaoke once a week, and some people were really great, and some people I was embarrassed for them. But I didn't have judgment upon their lack of singing skills. They sang from the heart, and you could see that. I just had to turn down the sound because I couldn't take it. But man, I could not do it. I would not torture anybody with my voice. Oh, she's having a great evening. She's eating. Din din. I think you should go live every time you have a meal so that we can have lunch, breakfast, lunch, and dinner with you, Masha. Ooh, doggies. Behave. So yeah, very interesting, to say the least. I I wish I could share more at this point, but I cannot. Take care, Roland. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Maybe I'll hook up with you a little bit later. I don't know. Uh, it's funny. Right now it is. Wait a minute. 7, 8, almost 9 o'clock in the morning where Roland is. So he's spending his morning and my evening, and usually I can contact him in the morning and spend his evening on my morning. That's crazy. You take care, Roland. Thank you. Ooh, pork chops and baked potatoes. I had pork chops last night with a whole boatload of different vegetables and tortellini. Yeah, the pork chops were good. And I did pork chops last week too. Ooh, with soy sauce, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, brown sugar, and a teeny bit of Frank's hot sauce. Not to overpower, but give it just a teeny bit of bite for like sweet and sour. Thank you, Jan. Don't forget to hit that like button. So yeah, I don't wish to get caught up in the same garbage that frequents YouTube. It's just too much. Yeah, Masha, I love Chinese food, but I don't like the sauces. All the stuff they put in it, and I've simplified a lot of that to, you know, it tastes just as good. I get that same Chinese, and I even buy what are they called? The noodles. Well, anyway, I gotta buy some more. uh, Now, Zed, I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. Hey, I'm not putting anything on anybody else. I'm putting it on me. If there's something I don't like, I don't blame somebody else and say, "Hey, you need to change your attitude or your what." No, I'm just going to change things within me to suit me. I don't need to bash or point fingers or why are you doing this or why are you doing. No, I don't have time for that crap. I need to do what I need to do. And the one thing that I really never understood growing up, I heard this phrase a lot. If you want to change the world, in order to change the world, it starts with you. And I'm like, Amy's logic growing up. How the heck is me, little old Amy, going to change anything in the world? I'm just one person. But what I've come to realize is when I start making changes within myself, right? I'm seeing the world differently. So the world is changing. When I do things differently, when like Masha's doing, helping other people, I do it differently than she does, but still the same. I'm helping people. It changes. It's like it has a ripple effect. It ripples out. So when you change one thing in yourself, it has a ripple effect into the world. You might never see it, but it does happen. That's a universal law. Uchulupas. Oh, I'm not hungry, but I'm getting there. Ooh. I was out and about today. I have my nephew's car for a few weeks. And it's funny, I got his car not this past weekend, the weekend before. Ran a few errands and the car sat there all week. I'm not used to having a car. So I just was out and about all day and I stopped. And don't hate me, anybody, because I don't do this, but Mighty Taco had to have a super Mighty Taco or a Mighty Burrito. Oh, it was the most delicious experience ever. Um, I don't eat that stuff. I don't dine out. Even if I had a car, I don't do it because it is not the healthiest intake of food. So, but boy, was that good. Mm-mm-mm. I used to eat a lot of that stuff. I've dropped 25 pounds in the last 2 months, and that's just not necessarily changing my diet, um, but making some changes in how I eat, when I eat, stuff like that, which is great because clothes fit again. I refuse to buy any sizes bigger. Ooh. So yeah, but today was a long day, but it was nice because I didn't have to rush. Uh, there's several areas like I wanted to go to Walmart, but then Harbor Freight's right across the street. Got to stop at Harbor Freight, and oh right, and then this is over here and this is over there. Oh, the Dollar Tree. Oh, you needed something from there. It was great because everything was all right there. And then I went to a different location for. I had to go to the UPS store to return something for Amazon, or to Amazon, and it's like, ooh, there's Ollie's outlet. And then I saw a sign for a liquor store. Now, I don't drink, but I have been wanting Bailey's Irish Cream to put in my coffee. I used to love that when I was younger. Absolutely love the flavor of Bailey's in coffee. So, sure enough, I didn't stop at that liquor store, but I stopped at one that I know the owners because I'd rather support somebody I know. And I picked up a nice, a nice a small bottle, and it'll be interesting because I just remembered now that I even had it. I like vodka as well, and the last bottle of vodka I bought, it was a smaller one, not even a quart, no, liter maybe, I don't know. It was really small, and I keep it in the freezer. It took me 10 years to finish that bottle of vodka. That's how often I drink. Um, but every once in a while, I enjoy it. So yeah. So there was a point of me telling you all that running around I did. It was so relaxing. It was a beautiful day today, 70 degrees, 72 degrees. It was a little bit hot, but the sky was super blue. The clouds were super white. Um, I thought about actually going live while I was on the road, but I've never done that. And I would have to see where I can mount my phone. So I might play with that tomorrow to see where I can mount the phone. Um, and see how it would work. I would do it as a video first to see if it's shaking all over the place. He's got a decent car. I really like it. So much nicer than anything I've ever owned. So yeah, what's everybody else got planned for tonight? Anything super exciting? What time is it? Ooh, it's getting close to my dinner time. Hey, Zed. Well, enjoy. Take care of those littles. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. I do appreciate you stopping in. Thank you very much. So are you going to go live, Zed? Do I have to get off of here so I can go over there? I will watch you cook while I'm cooking. Yeah, you'll see me again Thursday night, you said, right? I'll look. Thursday night. Wait a minute. 7:45? You bet, Roger. Ooh. You're going to go live, Zed. You always do. You do more lives than a lot of people I know. Every time I go into YouTube, in between doing stuff throughout the day, I'm going, darn, he was live again. Whatever. That's why I miss a lot of them. Well, that's the thing. I just popped up tonight too. It's the same thing. I just needed to share what I shared, and that's that. I don't have any. Life is good. No drama. There's zero drama in my thought processes. So, but I'm a communicator type of person. I want to share my thoughts and be done and get back at the woodworking. And I need to do some things in my shop, organizational things, more ease of access to certain tools. So I may have a video or two about that. But I'm becoming very disenchanted with the. Oh, nice. Thank you, Masha. Take care. Where was I going with that? Totally forgot. Oh, I'm very disenchanted with the quality of wood that I've been buying, which is why I'm not scrolling as much. But yeah, I'm not going to hang much longer here. I just wanted to double check, make sure that my internet was good. It is. The issues I was having was my computer. It wasn't my internet. I found that out last night being online 5 hours. Um, I had to remove some programs from my laptop that were interfering with what do they call it, the network card. Yeah, we'll see. If you go on, I'll watch for you. I do got to cook something though. So on that happy note, I am going to sign off and oh, Michelle, how are you, hon? It's 7 o'clock. Yeah, well, it's 8 o'clock here. I'm going to sign off. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, rest of your evening. Be blessed. Be safe. Be kind. And do you. That's all anybody can ask for, huh? Take care, everyone. God bless. Thank you so much for being here.